Hi everybody, it's Mallory Smythe with Endow. A few years ago when I was a Focus missionary, I was on my way to the chapel for a holy hour, and there was nothing in me that wanted to go on this day. I didn't want to pray. I wanted to quit the mission. I didn't feel like leading Bible studies. There were things about living as a Christian that were just too hard. And so on that day, I wanted to go to the beach, or I wanted to go shopping, or I wanted to go on a grand vacation. Anything that I could do to soothe my heart, basically. And so as I sat in the chapel, I was telling God all these things. I was telling him that I didn't want to be there. I was telling him that I was frustrated. And I realized in a moment of grace that if I actually did do that, if I left my calling, if I decided to go on these grand vacations at a time that I wasn't supposed to, that I would eventually have to find a chapel. Because I had come to understand that my life without God, or my life with God a second, was not a life. And that all of these things that my heart could chase after only ever had meaning in light of Jesus Christ. And so if I walked away, I'd eventually be walking back. As the years have passed, I've come to consider this very powerful moment in prayer for me, my Peter moment. You see, in John chapter 6, Jesus just finished talking about the Eucharist in his bread of life discourse. And he's told all of his disciples that he is the bread that came down from heaven. And of course, the disciples don't like it, and many of them leave. And he looks over to the apostles and he says, "Do you wish to go also?" And Peter responds very humbly and he says, "Lord, to whom shall we go? We have come to believe that you have the words of everlasting life." And that's exactly how I felt that day. I felt, Lord, to where, I want these things, my heart still desires them, but to where would I really go? And so I've been thinking about this week, and I just challenge you that we often think that happiness is going to come with a Jesus and finances will make me happy, or Jesus and romance will make me happy, or Jesus and success will make me happy, when really it's just Jesus. If we put that "and" at the end, then that thing eventually will become our idol, and Jesus will become second. But if we put Jesus first always, then it is by him that all of the other things will have meaning, right? Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all of these things will be added unto you. Pope Paul VI in Evangelii Nuntiandi says, "For it is only in the Christian message that modern man can find the answer to his questions and the energy for his commitment to human solidarity." It is only in the Christian message. And so, as I continue to walk in my faith and fall and get back up, I'm challenging myself to continually have that Peter moment to say, "Lord, to whom shall I go? There is nowhere else to go." And I challenge you to do the same. If there's a Jesus and in your life, or if Jesus is coming second to something, I challenge you to put it down before him and to allow him to be the one who is first, who is giving everything meaning. If you want to learn more about how to put God first in your life and how he does give everything meaning, you can dive into an Endow study at www.endowgroups.org, or you can connect with us on Instagram and Facebook at Endow Groups. Have a great week.